Yo, what's good people, it's J Cactus, and in today's video I'm switching things up completely and making a house beat, which I've never done before on the channel. I think Drake's new album got me inspired, plus the weather's been sick the past few days. Typical producer though, I've got the blind shot and the LED lights on, but that's only whilst I'm recording. I'm not an expert with house music, this might be like the second time I've ever made one, but I think we could make something I could vibe to. And yeah, I just want to make something really chilled, maybe some kind of poolside vibes, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to set the BPM to around about 100, maybe like 105 for now. And I think my best bet is just going to be to start with some keys and then flick through some different instruments. Maybe I'll start with an electric piano. Something like this. So I think I could probably just leave it. I don't really need to quantize it. Alright, that's going to be the foundation. Now I want to just copy those chords into a different sounding instrument. Something like a pad. I like this one. Real vibey. I think I'll run with this one. Ooh. I like this preset on Shaperbox. Just adds a bit of movement, but I'm going to bring down the mix. I'm just adding some pan as well, just to make it a bit wider. Maybe there. Alright, and I'm going to add another layer of the chords, and this is the creation preset in Analog Lab 2. Just going to add a nice bit of high end. And I've just brought the level down. The second one back up. This could be a nice little vibe. I like the melody, but I think we could find a different instrument just to keep it interesting. Ooh, maybe this. Sounds kind of interesting. This could work. Alright, so I've got the main chords and melody down. What I want to do now is just add some drums and get the bounce going, because I'll probably add some kind of vocal sample too, but I want to make sure I've got the bounce right first. Bringing some a bit off grid. I don't want it like so robotic. Okay, now the clap. And then I'm just gonna layer that clap with this snarey rim sound. Yeah, the basic drum bounce for these house beats is actually really simple, but what's even more simple is hitting that subscribe button if you like the content that I make. I think around about 50% of the people that watch these videos aren't even subscribed to the channel, so yo, it takes about 2 seconds to do, and yeah, it'll be much appreciated. Alright, I'm just gonna grab a shaker from my Candy kit, and then just play with the velocity a bit. Gonna add to the bounce. Okay, next up I'm gonna try a percussion loop from my Candy kit. Not bad, but I think I want to slow it down. So I'm gonna add halftime and let's set it to, let's go quarter. Okay, I like the bounce more now, but let's pitch it up a bit. maybe even about 6. I like the way that sounds. I can feel it right out though. So cut out some of that low, even some of the high. I like that. And I definitely need to add a bass, so I'm just gonna cut out some of the lows from the melody. And I'm thinking some kind of pluck bass. So I'm gonna go for this bass in the Prophet, but I don't want that delay, so I'm gonna take that out. And then to get that bass sounding a little bit cleaner, I've just sidechained the kick to the bass, but I'm using Kickstart 2 with this preset, and it's on audio, so every time the kick hits, the bass is going to duck, but only in this region. And I brought the mix down to 73. Because when it's off, it's just sounding a bit muddy. And then I'm also doing the same on the instrument bus, so I've got the kick sidechain there again, and just similar presets, so every time the kick hits, it's actually cutting through the melody too. Gives it a bit of a pulsing effect. Okay, now I want to add some vocals, and I'm just going to keep it simple and use arcade. Ooh, that one's perfect. See if we can bring this one back. Okay, let's filter that out a bit. And then a lot of reverb. I'm gonna widen them a bit as well. Yeah, about there. Okay, I've just added a little altar boy. Bringing the formant up. Okay, so we're almost there, and it's getting crazy hot in this room, so I need to finish this beat. I'm gonna split everything now because I think anything that I add at this point could be done in the playlist. Probably like a crash, some rises, and then some automation. So yeah, let's just start with the keys. Okay, I've just pulled in another perc loop. I don't want that sound in it though, so I'm going to cut that out. And then I'm just going to add some delay to fill in those gaps. Okay, then bring the pad in. Then in this section, maybe I'll have just the open hats come in. Keep this perc loop in as well. I'm going to have a filter on everything too. It's just going to be the simple triangle low pass. I'm going to bring the resonance down. And then I'll just make it stop here. I think in this section I don't need the pluck keys or the vocals. I can save that for here. And I think instead of a crash, I'm just going to have some kind of white noise. I think something like this. And then I can make this one unique and reverse it, and we'll see what we get. Can't really hear the riser with the filter on, but I like the impact. But what I could do is have this gradually come down. There we go. And now definitely some kind of drum fill before the drop. Okay, here we could take out the vocals. And then I think in this next section, we could drop these and then introduce the vocal. And then we could drop the open hat, drop this too. Even the perc loop. Actually, we could drop most of the drums. Maybe just leave the kick in. Yeah, this will be a nice little breakdown. Okay, now in this section, we'll bring the pad back and all the other drums. Now maybe just some little breaks here. Okay, so I've added this drum fill and then I'm switching the percussion loops. Sounds hard. Okay, in this next section, I'm just bringing the filter back in. I've taken out everything except for the open hat. I'll keep the pad in and then I'm just gonna copy it over. To be honest, I don't even know like exactly how to structure a house beat, so I'm just doing what I think feels right. And then maybe bring the pluck keys back. Alright, let's have a listen from the beginning. Okay, so for the intro, I'm just starting off with the keys and that percussion loop and the bass. Obviously I've got love filter on, which is like the main thing. The other pad comes in. And then just to set the rhythm, I'll bring in that open hat. And I've brought love filter down a little bit just so you can actually hear the open hat. And for the drop, I think it's a vibe. Definitely poolside vibes anyway. And then just for the variation here, I've got the pluck keys and the other percussion loop. Let me know if you could hear this when you're sitting by a pool. If you're sitting by a pool. Okay, so for this section, just for variation, I've added the vocals here. It's like, it kind of makes it like there's something to look forward to. Over drum fill.